dear students. Good morning to all. Hope you all are safe. So dear students, today I come with a new topic, that is lesson 9, the living organisms, characteristics and habitats. Do you know what is habitats? Living organisms, we know that, is it? And its characters also maybe we know. But what is the term meaning of habitat, children? Do you know it? This lesson we are going to learn about habitat. What is habitat and what are the components of habitats? Then what are the types of habitat? Okay. Then we need to learn about the characteristics of living organisms. Okay. Characteristics of living organisms, and also one more thing, what is adaptation. Okay, so these all the things we can learn through this chapter. So all are ready? So first let's talk about the habitat. Before that you have to come with me for a round. Okay, so all are ready? So let's visit our surroundings or our environment. Let's check our environment. Okay.
Hello, my dear children. Have a nice morning to all. What a beautiful scenery you can see here. Right, children? You can see the sky very nicely and coconut tree, then many trees, and also a house, then wall. Right, and you can see the fruits, right, and soil, right, children, and sun also you can see in the sky, right. So children, our environment is made up of lot of things, right. We can see many things in our environment. It may be human made, or it may be man made, or it may be natural, or we can say it may be artificial. Natural things like a plant and a flower, even a cat you can see. Can you see a lemon tree with a lemon also in this video? These also natural things, right? Living things. You can see butterfly also here, right, children?
So students, you just observe this aquarium. You can see a fighter fish, is it? Is it living on a land, children? No, it is living in a water. So water is their habitat. So we can say habitat of a fish is water. Clear all of you? So these all organisms depend for their food, shelter, water, air and other needs on their habitat. When we are checking fishes, they are live in water, right? So water is the habitat of aquatic animals or plants. We are checking the polar bear, which lives in polar region. Camel, which is living in desert region. So that is their habitat. We can say like that, polar region or desert region and water. These are the different habitats of living organisms. So students, habitats provide everything for the organism which they need for their survival. So students, now we learned about what is habitat. Habitat is a place or dwelling place or home of an organism, right? Now I am going to teach you about what are the different components of habitat. Okay, so let's check what are the different components. Just now we saw that different things are surrounding, right, children? What all are they? Let's recall your memory. Maybe animals or plants, or we can say like that, microorganisms, or we can say like that, soil, then water, then sky, sun, like that. Different organisms are in our environment. When you look at these things, what are the difference, children? What do you feel? These things are living organisms. These things are living organisms. But what about these things? These things are non-living organisms, is it? These are living organisms and these things are non-living organisms, but it is surrounding our environment, is it? So we can classify habitat into living and non-living, or we can call it as a biotic component and biotic components and abiotic component, okay, biotic and abiotic. So students, from this we can understand our environment consists of biotic and abiotic factors, or living and non-living things. And one activity also I'm going to give for you, that is you should find out biotic and abiotic things in your surrounding, and you have to make a chart related to biotic or living things and abiotic or non-living things in your notebook, and you should submit it on tomorrow's online DCS. I will check it. So students, from this we can understand habitats include both biotic and abiotic things, or we can say like that our surrounding including living and non-living things, okay, that we can call it as a biotic and abiotic components, okay. So these are the different two types of components of habitat, okay, clear. Now students, what all are the things we learned today? We learned about what is habitat and what are the components of habitat, is it? In our next class, I'm going to teach you about types of habitat and adaptation, okay? So you should have to read the chapter at least 3 times, okay? Students, today's topic is for you. Find out the color of fish I shown in that small aquarium, okay? So you have to find it. So we can meet in our next class. Thank you.